This is the issue in a lot of marriages. We understand that Jeremiah 29:11 tells us that God has a plan for our lives and a plan for our marriage. That's good. We know that. Most believers don't struggle with the power of God. We know he can heal, he can deliver, he can open doors, he can turn situations around. We get that part, but the real tension is with his plan. It really is, because his plan doesn't always look like progress. His plan doesn't always feel like prosperity. His plan doesn't match our timeline or our expectations. And let's be honest, it's easy to trust the power of God when he moves when we want him to move instantly. It's harder to trust the plan of God when you're walking through that process. That's where many of us wrestle right there. We don't doubt that God can. We struggle with when and how and why he chooses to do it in the way that he does it. Hey, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. Help me out here with that algorithm. You know how it works. So his plan often requires waiting when we want to rush, and trusting when we want explanations, and obedience when we want options, faithfulness when we want to deal in our feelings, and surrender when we want control. But the truth is this: God will not give you the miracle in a way that compromises your maturity. He's not going to do it. So when life doesn't look like success, when that marriage is tested, when those finances are tight, when those prayers are not answered, it seems delayed, when dreams seem to be on hold, it's not because God lost his power. It's because he's working on his plan. We got to trust the plan. And his plan is not to just give you a future, but to shape you for the future he gives. So we don't have a God is able problem. We have a God knows best problem. But the moment you trust his plan as much as you trust his power, that's when peace comes. That's when rest comes. That's when your faith settles. And that's when your hope rises. And suddenly what looked like a delay starts to look like development. Because Jeremiah 29:11 is not a promise of instant success. It's a promise of intentional success. Not success your way, but success his way. Be blessed.